Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. 3-win streak, I think... Call it off. Call the whole thing off. Why am I playing as the Lost? Well, that's a funny question for a funny day, which is not today, but I'll answer it anyway. This is not intended to rhyme. However, I meant to go for Eden, and instead I clicked on the Lost. It's been a bad week for Rebirth, man. I don't know why I'm playing so badly. Curse of the Blind. Yeah, man, Spectral Tears, that's pretty solid for us as the Lost, I guess. It gives me a little bit more, like, defensive oomph, if you want to put it that way. If you want to say that anything to do with the Lost has any oomph at all. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose here. The reason I picked the Lost is because I was trying to pick Eden, but I just went one too far. Is this finally, is it going to push me to my breaking point and eliminate my inertia so that I, now have no reason not to copy my save file and get the Lost out of there? I don't know. People occasionally like to see the Lost anyway. I don't mind starting a run as the Lost. I got nowhere to be. And if we lose, man. And if we don't, even better. So let's do our damnedest just to make sure that we, I mean, I would like to be able to pop up with that Tinted Rock for the chance at a small rock. It's a relatively small chance, but it means a relative lot. Northern Lion, why don't you just scum it up over the rocks? And, you know, hang out over top of the rocks, because then they won't be able to get you. Well, what I was concerned about is being over the rocks, then Little Gemini pops, and because I'm on the rocks, I don't really see it in time, and it just explodes towards me with the speed of 1,000 Nicky Laudas, and all of a sudden, I find myself dead. I don't care whether we get Steven or Little Steven here. They're both acceptable. One bomb could have made this so much easier on me. I really thought that he was dead. Oh, he's got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Doesn't really matter what we got. Little Steven, that's fine. We're going to leave just because I don't want to take any more chances on this floor. And instead, we'll go to our devil room and hopefully go to our devil room. And if it's a truly standout deal with the devil, that could really give us a good chance of winning. I don't want to say it's going to give us the win, but it could give us a good chance. Everyone around me's beating the Lost lately. If I sound exhausted, it's because I streamed with Kate last night, and we normally do co-op Rebirth on her Twitch channel. It is a promo now at twitch.tv/lovelymomo from 9 to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Thursday night. You can find that on your time zone of choice by just adding like 3 hours to when the NLSS normally ends, and that's when it normally starts, 3 hours after the NLSS normally ends. However, we ended up having a 5-hour-long stream that was only 2 Rebirth runs, because we got sweet, like, Nun's Habit D6 Pyromaniac runs that allowed us to farm up as many items as we could. She's still missing Godhead for Real Platinum God. But that was ridiculous. So, yeah, I played, like, 6 hours of Isaac last night alone, on top of what I actually recorded, and it was only 2 runs. So, I had my first breaking runs, and they weren't even on my own channel. That's okay, though. No keys, man. No haunt. No haunt. It's the haunt. Okay, this is still doable. I'd still rather be the haunt than fistula. What's the key here? Very simple. Focus on one of those ghosts. Hit them both if you can, but focus on one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez Louise. As soon as one of them's dead. Oh, my God. It shot at the last possible second. There goes our streak again. Fuck, man. Oh, don't start me. D4 Whore of Babylon. I mean, Whore of Babylon's awesome. I can't D4 this run. I'm sorry. Look, you're going to be like, Northern Lion, I thought you had a commitment to the absurd. Yo, I got a VOD for you to watch, motherfucker. It's called Northern Lion Plays a 2-hour and 43-minute long run. Largely in the driver's seat of it. On twitch.tv/lovelymomo. And it was last night. This one, we're starting a Whore of Babylon. The D4 can fudge itself as far as I'm concerned. Let's do this. I'm motivated. That doesn't happen all that often. 2 of spades. That's 1 key for 2 keys, bare minimum. Well, that's not true. It could be 1 key for 1 key if I use it suboptimally, but worst case scenario, we broke even. Alright, we're gonna do this. No more losing, you know, once every 4 runs by the stupidest mistakes of all time. Admittedly, sometimes we've just lost recently. 1 or 2 times we've had bad runs. But also randoming the Lost and just picking the Lost. There's no excuse for that. Safety pin is just fine. We still have an item room to go to. And this one's feeling good right off the bat. You know, we've had suboptimal Eden runs in the past. This one is a super optimal Eden run. I will check this out. It's a bit risky. It's amazing. It will ruin Whore of Babylon for us. But the 9 lives pickup is still extraordinary. There is no question that the D4 is better than the D10. What am I doing? I guess my assumption is that, like, well, we'll try it out. Could be fun. No, not gonna be fun. That's alright. Get our guaranteed deal with the devil here. Lose HP, maybe get some guppy items, get yourself back into that Whore of Babylon state. Life's good. I will check this out right off the bat. There's negatives associated with it, but we got 2 Spirit Hearts back, so it ended up being well worth it, I think. I don't know why I still have the timer out. We don't really need to go particularly quickly here. Let's not get ourselves into that mindset that we gotta go super fast in order to make some positive changes on this run, or some positive outcomes on this run. Found myself thinking, wait a minute, shouldn't I not pick up a key in order to maximize 2 of spades? And that's when I said, Northern Line, turn your brain off today. That, and when I took 3 damage against the spiders on this room, is when I said, you know what? Just do what you know is right. Let's not worry too much about getting involved with higher order strategies. Let's not sweat the minute, banal minutia of Isaac. Instead, let's just play solidly. Let's just have a good game, We're not reinventing the wheel here. Let's just be smart. I am going to use a key to open the shop. And by shop, I mean item room. This room's going to take 100 years. But after we open it, I could use 2 of spades if I want to, or, with the more likely outcome I have to guess, is that I'll probably just save it for a little bit later. Maybe we'll use it when we have 10 keys, maybe we'll use it when we need a key, As far as I'm concerned, the 2 of spades is not wasted. If the 2 of spades gives us 1 key we use, that's substantially more valuable than if it gives us 45 keys that we never touch. So, it's not strictly a numbers game, but it does play a role in it. Fuck off, man. Like, I am in no mood for your shenanigans right now. Harlequin baby, I'll take it. I don't want to act like I'm in a salty mood. I'm not in a salty mood. But, Harlequin baby, yeah, you're alright, Pretty much exactly hard countered by a couple of stationary pots on this level, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is your time to shine, Harlequin baby, because now instead of shooting into the pots, you're shooting around the pot. Your Harlequin baby is so fat that when it shoots around the pot, it shoots around the pot. Alright. A pin fight, why couldn't we have had this on our Lost run? In a way, maybe I'm happy that we didn't, so that I could actually just be free of that Lost run, and now, enjoying myself to a much greater degree with a character who had a really nice start here. What do we want? Under no circumstances do I want red chests unless they have Guppy's Paw in them. And I would be completely content with that. Oh, this is majestic. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's go explore a little bit, because we just picked up an absurd stat and damage boost. I'm not going to pick up the HP. It's going to throw us for a bit of a tizzy here. We'd still be doing great on damage, as a result of the fact that we have Abaddon, which is not only Fear Shot, but also a damage multiplier? Abaddon might be a damage up, now that I think about it. There's like 1.5 damage up and then 1.5 times damage multiplier. I can't remember if Abaddon, which one of those it is. It doesn't matter that much right now. Let's check here for a secret room. And you know what? Yeah, okay, let's blow this up first. Maybe bombs are key, although I guess that would be completely useless for us. Range down, not a big deal. Moon card. We're gonna use 2 of spades, open this, and then get this. And it turned out to not work out. Hey, shit happens. That's alright. So we're at 4 minutes 46 seconds. Definitely taking the HP at this point is not particularly useful for us, and maybe even a little bit deleterious. But we're going to head down to the next floor. It's actually one of the things that I would like to see changed or addressed, at least in Afterbirth, is if they could get the, like, the meta right now is basically that HP is useless except as Devil Deal bait. Devil Deal fodder, if you will. I would like to see there be some incentive, almost like a reverse Tears Up. That's good. Not a reverse Tears Up. Almost like a reverse, was it Blood Oath? Remember from the Binding of Isaac community remix? There was that item, Blood Oath, on a deal with the devil. The less HP you had, the more damage it gave you. I wouldn't mind seeing that in Afterbirth, But I also wouldn't mind seeing the inverse in Afterbirth. I think it's a cool item in both ways, because it's another axis for which to think about this kind of stuff. Okay, none of this is what I was particularly interested in. I kind of prefer Wiggle Worm over Whipworm just for ridiculousness' sake, but like an item that actually gave you like a damage multiplier the more HP you had would be cool. And you might be saying, well, no, that gives you too much of a benefit, because then the more HP you get, the more damage you get as well. But, I mean, like, Whore of Babylon right now works exactly that same way, but just on the axis of Spirit Hearts instead of Red Hearts. Like, yeah, the less HP you have, the more damage you get, but it's not like you're gonna be in a shitty situation if you have Whore of Babylon. Most of the time, you're gonna be rolling on Spirit Hearts, so it's effectively, like, the same thing. I think that would be cool to incentivize Red Hearts, so you can actually, like, occasionally find yourself in a situation where you're like, oh, I don't want to get rid of Red Hearts because they're tied to my damage right now. Could be interesting. And I know some people are going to just, on principle, be like, that idea sucks because, you know, they like the meta as is right now. In a way, I like the meta as is right now, and maybe there's no problem with it because there are still, like, a lot of novice and intermediate level players. Look, I'm just going to classify myself as an advanced level player. I'm going to break the circle jerk and admit that I'm pretty good at the game, in my opinion. Especially when compared to like legitimate new players. But anyway, the new players, they really value Red Hearts. So maybe they don't need to make Red Hearts better because a lot of people already think they're good. For advanced players though, I think it would be kind of a cool mechanic. Full health and another Tears upgrade, so 2 bombs for a Tears upgrade is pretty worthwhile, I think. And our DPS is going to be out of control real darn soon. Does Whore of Babylon... Well, okay. We did get an evil upgrade from Abaddon. Does the evil upgrade from Abaddon actually become... like, give you a greater deal with the devil chance the same way Pentagram does? I don't think so, but I might be mistaken. No real reason that I can divine to go to that shop there. We're still super low on money. One of the very few things we're actually lacking on this run. Very suboptimal way to handle that room, but whatever. I'm hoping that we can maybe get one extra deal with the devil as a result of having Abaddon, but... Or Whore of Babylon, for that matter, comes with, I mean, maybe it doesn't come with an evil upgrade. It comes with a curse upgrade. Whatever that means. Beyond just being a reference to, Castlevania 2. Speed upgrade I'm happy to have. I mean, we're already very, very fast, but... not a bad thing. Ooh, yeah, that was very poor dodging on my part. But that's the first HP I think we've lost on this floor. I do want to use 2 keys to get into that sweet area, but it might not be a sweet area, for 1. And for 2... Where's our second secret room? Must be over on the other side. But for 2, I gotta get into the item room. If we get more keys after that, I'll consider it, though. Oh, yeah, okay. I think we made the right decision here. Holy Mantle is amazing. Obviously. And second secret room, like, up here, maybe? Second secret room, like, up here, maybe? Oh, we've already been to the second secret room. I make that mistake more often than I'd like to admit. Alright, we'll try putting 1 bomb down here, 1 bomb down here. Nothing. 1 thing. Range up. Arguably not worth 2 bombs. That's alright, though. We're at 8 minutes, 38 seconds, and only getting faster. Damn, baby, I can't do it that fast, but I know someone who can. Twista. Alright. Down to the next floor. Twista doesn't say alright. That's not the first of his lyrics in Slow Jams by Twista featuring Kanye West or Kanye West featuring Twista. The first of his lyrics is, got you looking at the glitz on my hands and wrists while I'm laying back, smoking on my cannabis. When it comes to rocking the rhythms like Marvin and Luther, I can tell you ain't no messing with Con Man and Twist. In case you're interested. Don't really want that battery. I mean, this is a problem. We're still saddled with this item. Oh, that'll sort out our deal with the devil concerns. We're still saddled with this item that I don't really want. And I don't want to use it. Like, our run is too powerful. And my fill of bullshit has already been had within a 24-hour period. Maybe next run, if I get some ridiculous stuff, I'll take advantage of it. But right now, my brain is like, if you do another 2-hour and 40-minute long Binding of Isaac Rebirth run, you will lose all motivation to play this game forever. And that's my thing, man. I'm good at keeping my motivation for Rebirth high because I play the game the way I want to play it. And I've molded that into a strategy that's pretty effective. It works for me. Has a lot of room for improvement, and I think, you know, one of the tools that is useful for motivation is self-improvement. You see yourself getting better. That makes you you're motivated to play even more. Guppy, Guppy, Guppy. We lost our Holy Mantle. That's okay. And now I really can't reroll this run, considering we have Whore of Babylon, Holy Mantle, and Abaddon. Let's just call it a Whore of Abaddon from this point onwards. I think because I've said Whore of Babylon so much, it doesn't really feel like it's like you're using whore as like a pejorative. But when I say Whore of Abaddon, it feels like weirdly vulgar. It's weird. Like, Whore of Babylon is it's not actually a phrase in my mind anymore. It's actually just like a symbol of this item. I say Whore of Babylon, but what my brain hears is, if you have half a red heart or less, you get statistical improvements. 6 bombs. We don't have I Can See Forever anymore. That's going to be not hard to get used to, but, you know, it's very nice when you can just get to all the secret rooms for free, and you don't have to spend bombs to do so. It's not like we really have anything that we're looking for from secret rooms necessarily, but it's nice to visit them when you get the chance, you know? Inside of here, yet another bomb. Game's trying to send me a sign, maybe. Spider Baby, probably the worst of the spider items. Maybe you could argue Box of Spiders is worse, I don't know. I don't really have a spider in that race. I just, I'm happy to have a passive item, but I wish it was maybe a little bit better of a passive item. And don't kid yourself, if I can get into Boss Rush Room, we will be getting into Boss Rush Room on this floor. Hierophant card, yeah, absolutely. I think we got our 3 bombs worth. We got the Lovers and Strength card. Strength card a little bit better for us, unless we get Dark Bum. But it's the kind of thing that's like, we could have a long argument about the relative value of these cards, but also, it doesn't matter at all. The difference is like maximum 1 Spirit Heart, and it's such a minute thing. If we're arguing about that, you know, why don't we just have a drink together and relax? Bet you can probably predict what just happened in the background there. Let's see. Oh, that's alright, man. Don't even worry about it. Nick was attempting to be a nice guy and give me a code for a game, and I said, thank you, sir, but you can give this code to somebody else. I already have a code for this game. And he said, sorry, I didn't notice. And what I want to say is, you don't need to apologize, that was a nice thing to do. But in actuality, all I did was sign out on Skype, which might send the wrong message. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. We're almost, you know what, we're at the point where we can go to the shop. And I was going to say that means we're like guaranteed to be greed, but no. Let's just move on down to the next floor. I'll pick up the Spirit Heart, and by next floor, I mean next room. But we'll pick up that Spirit Heart. There was nothing else that really appealed to me in there. Full health. Strength card more useful, I think, because of our ability to play it on a blood bank. But there is an arcade on this floor, and I'm choosing not to use it, so I don't know, man. Maybe I'm full of shit. One thing's for sure, though. Full health is actually useless. Speed down is worse than useless, and we can't get that, but let's move on here. Bend to item room, bend to shop. This will be a good test for our damage to see how quickly we can kill Gertie. There is a small chance that we just never get good deals with the devil in the future, but I would really, at this point, be like, Abaddon, Whore of Babylon, some Krampus item, possibly coming on this floor, and Guppy. I would be very surprised if Guppy doesn't happen on this run. Holy Mantle means curse rooms are a no-brainer, so we're going to go to all of them, even on the womb, if we find them in a convenient location. And we've got Goathead, so we're going to see all of these. And yeah, man, like, why wouldn't we? We'll take Guppy's Collar, we'll take Ceremonial Robes, and I'll take Lord of the Pit. I'll take Lord of the Pit because it almost pays for itself right away. And if we don't become Guppy, we'll want Lord of the Pit so that we can actually fly. If we do become Guppy, we spent 3 Spirit Hearts to be able to fly like a floor early. So this is actually interesting. I'm glad we got Curse of the Blind because this run was definitely in danger. Not as fast as you'd think. I'm glad we got Curse of the Blind because this run was definitely in danger of being like, it's just too strong. So, the Curse of the Blind just offers up a couple of things that could trip us up. Maybe we don't want to take our boss item, unless we get Black Candle first. Maybe we don't want to take our boss item because it could be an HP upgrade. And our item room item, you never know. Maybe we end up getting Soy Milk or Dr. Fetus or something as a result of that. So, it just adds a little bit of a monkey wrench into the plans here, which is interesting. I like it. That last deal with the devil was awesome, though. Tears up. Happy to have it. We're almost at soy milk levels, only minus the damage downgrade. Book of Sin. Why not take Book of Sin at this point? We've been waiting for something better. Okay, we got a second strength card. I'd like to cycle them. This one's it's in mint condition. The other one was only near mints. Unfortunately. It's not worth as much on the black market. Don't really need to do that. Book of Sin is also a good pickup for the other reason. And that is that it means that our Deal with the Devil can no longer have Book of Sin. That was not a good hit, obviously, there. Relatively minor issue, but hey, man, if we can get one extra great item as a result of not having Book of Sin, I'll be happy to have it. And there's an extra penny for us as well that I probably will not be able to use, but don't mind it either way. I would really like an interesting spacebar item, but I doubt it's going to happen right here. Ooh, that's good. Scorpio. Hey, you know what? This is great. Just something that ups our killing power even a little bit further than it already was. And we're getting into the point where I would actually probably fight Boss Rush. I don't really want to buy a Spirit Heart here. If I have to lose lives to pick up a couple of blind deals with the devil, I will. You know, I don't mind being at 1 HP, even though it'll ruin Horde Babylon. If it gives us interesting consequences of that, that's fine by me. It's a suboptimal play, but a suboptimal play, people always talk about suboptimal as if it's mechanics are the be-all end-all, as if math is the be-all end-all. I have no disrespect for math. It's a beautiful art, beautiful science. However, sometimes mechanics aren't the be-all end-all. Like, sure, maybe the most efficient way to study is to just cram right before the exam. But if by cramming, you know, you give yourself a 10% chance of getting a stomach ulcer and you know, have a distaste for school as a result, then maybe that's not optimal. Maybe the optimal thing to do is just keep your motivation high, man. People are always trying to think about the optimal way to exercise. What's the way that I can get the best kind of form of exercise in the least amount of time? You don't need that, man. You need something, you need the form of exercise that you're most likely to do and is still effective so that, you know, you're motivated to do it in the future, because that's... I'll take the shovel just to be interesting. I didn't want to take that, but I got very lucky. I walked into it. I'm not going to deny that I walked into it, but I got lucky that it worked out for me there. I'm going to go down to the next floor so we have a chance at doing Boss Rush. And we could shovel our way out of it, which would be interesting, actually. Maybe we can shovel our way out of it. Curse of the Blind again. Oh my god, Kate, why?
You gotta be subscriber.
She is... You heard it here first. You've heard it in multiple videos. How many times I've said, don't scare me like that, because you're going to be... I'm going to scare you, and then you're going to freak out. And people are going to be like, Ryan, why are you such a dick? Let it be known there's been like several warnings. Not even just a one-time thing. When it happens to her, she's going to fucking lose it. She's gonna be like, you scarred me for life. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get blamed for it. So it's a lose-lose situation for me either way. But I just want you to know, like, there's 40, 50,000 people watching this video. There's a precedent for me warning her about this. I'm not gonna punch her in the face. I'm just gonna scare the shit out of her doing exactly the same thing she's done to me. She can dish it out, but she can't take it. And if you're one of those people who's dishing it out, but you can't take it, you gotta be forced to take it once. Just so that you know, are put in your place a little bit, I feel.
It's because I love you.
Alright, but the damage is already done, Kate. I love you too, and I'm sorry that you have forced me to have to teach you this lesson. But, I was a passive participant. I was a passive participant in this. I've got no control over it. She just left. She has no patience for me there. That's alright, I'm telling you, man. It's not even gonna be like one of those, you know, prank versus prank kind of things. I'm just gonna walk behind her and scare her. She's gonna lose her mind. Ryan, why are you such a dick? The warning was well in effect here. Just because she's cute doesn't mean she can get away with it. Wow, that is not good damage on my part. I got hit by like 4 of those different purple shots there. That guy was plagued with indecision there. And actually, I got hit with more than 4 shots because I forgot about Holy Mantle. So we really, like, screwed the pooch on that room. That's alright, though. I mean, it's not alright to screw a dog. That's not what I'm trying to say there. I mean, unless the dog is consenting. If it's some kind of mythical dog with the human brain, then sure, I mean, we can talk about it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's something that I would like to do, but it's harder for me to find an objective problem with it, I guess. This mythical dog. In this very strange hypothetical situation. Alright, we've already been to the shop, we've already been to the item room, we're at 1840. I think it's time for us to take a crack at this boss rush. But it's Curse of the Blind boss rush, man. Wouldn't it be terrible if I did Curse of the Blind boss rush and ended up picking up an HP upgrade, ruining Whore of Babylon, and the shovel's not going to be ready, so I actually have to fight all the bosses? We'd still live, I think, but it would be bad. Wouldn't be smart. But we're going to do it anyway, because it's interesting. 1 in 4 chance of either improving or possibly ruining our run. You gotta get conjunctivitis there. And trust me, I would know as someone who's just dealing with the after effects of conjunctivitis right now. I gotta say, as a movie, I'm gonna take this first. As a movie, I'm gonna take this. Rotten Baby. It's okay. And if we die in boss rush, we'll be teleported out of the room anyway. Infamy, that's an okay pickup. And there goes Holy Mantle. Good use of that. I like the movie Knocked Up. I like it. But it's ruined Pink Eye, man. I had a throat infection, which I've talked about. And then, as is apparently, I didn't know this could happen, but as can happen with viral infections, the infection was spread from my ears, nose, and throat into my eyes, giving me pink eye, conjunctivitis. Anytime I tell anybody about this, they now ask me, what, did you, like, wipe your butt with your hand and then rub your eye? It's a disease that is not merely confined to fecal mistakes. Please take me out of this room now. Now we just need Guppy's Paw. So I've fucked us pretty hard there. But we still have one deal with the devil. Oh, no we don't. This is going to be very interesting now. I still like our odds, man. But I would really, really like to pick up... like, where's the Lost again? I would really, really like to pick up Guppy's Paw here. And then never lose it again. Like, never die. The good news is, we should never have a room. Like, you're probably getting a little down on our chances here. But we should never have a room that is actually tougher than that boss rush when it comes to Holy Mantle. Every other room will be much quicker. I can't... It's tricking me, because it's like, look at it, it's not a stoma anymore, but we're on an XL floor, so I'm pretty sure that trapdoor just takes us directly to Shoal. Yeah, we'll take this for sure, for now. Because that Guppy's Paw pickup is happening, man. Get ready. So that's fine. Well, but it's good, because we'll know if it's a black market or crawl space, because it will have a ladder on it. You might know that to begin with, but we'll know it 100% for sure now. I'm still thinking that this is a one run. If it's a lost run, I have to blame myself first and foremost, but I'm blaming myself under the, like, asterisk of so many Curses of the Blind, me taking deals with the devil that were not particularly strong just for fun. But this is the true value of 9 lives, man. I'm always talking up 9 lives. Put your money where your mouth is. And do not accidentally go down that door. Or go down that trap. It'll be a bad situation for everybody. 16 bombs, I might be persuaded to take Shoop the Whoop here if they drop it. Shovel's, I mean, it's not good. Let's just be honest. The shovel's a bad item, but it's sort of interesting. Shoop the Whoop is a bad item that's less interesting, but, like, more effective for us. Like, on a situation like that, for example. It's okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm sorry. Should be more careful about that. We're probably not going to get a 9 volt unless we get a black market. Odds of that probably just went down a little bit considering I dropped the shovel. You never want to be in a situation, like if you just looked at this run from the outset, you'd be like, Shoop the Whoop, 2 HP on the womb. This is not a good sign. You would be half right. What you can't see, 2 Guppy items, well you can see 1 I guess. Abaddon, Whore of Babylon just waiting back there. Goat Head, which is now meaningless, I guess, but what I'm trying to say is there's not even intangibles, just invisibles off the screen right now. that contribute to me having perhaps more confidence than you would expect in the caliber of this run and its potential quality in the future. The thing that worries me the most, big rooms and bosses. I mean, that's relatively par for the course, but big rooms and bosses because they rhyme. It's got well, not rhyme, but it's got an alliteration associated with it. And also, those rooms are longer, which means there's more chance for us to fuck up with Holy Mantle. On a small room, if we get hit with Holy Mantle, whatever, right? On a big room, if we get hit early, that adds up. Joker card. This is amazing. So we take this Joker card and learn to bear fruit. Now, we take this Joker card and it allows us to get a Joker, or get a deal with the devil on the Cathedral. No reason to save it for the chest. Admittedly, very good chance of fighting Krampus. Here's another admission. I hope we do. Lump of coal would be fine. I'd be happy to have it. And Krampus's head would be a great replacement for Shoop da Whoop. Use it less often, do way more damage. So this is the kind of room I'm afraid of right now. So I'm just gonna... Any damage I can get here is good by me. And Rotten Baby's helping out so much there. Much appreciated. Alrighty. Curse rooms. Curse rooms, please. Abel just got the fatal kill shot there. That's remarkable to me. I was trying to fire away so that Rotten Baby could get charged up. Or get a fly out. Dead? Okay. I am still trying to, like, find the terminals because a curse room would be incredible for us. This is a room we don't want to lose HP on. Like, for real, we don't want to lose HP. Or watch out for that neutral fly. There's a tinted rock, small rock, small rock. Okay. Okay, that's still pretty good. Better than you'd expect from an average tinted rock, at least. Curse room? No, but a potential new path to take here. We'll go back for that nickel. Small rock. Small rock. A lot of golden chests. Not a great turn of events on that one. Let's head down. I'm just trying to hit all the edges, even though I know it's bad for your prostate, so that I can put myself in the best position possible to get a curse room. Okay, thank you for not being an error room. Causing us to lose that Joker card. I'll sacrifice a key in your honor. A lot of interesting sounds coming out of these guys right now. There's our double boss fight, which we don't want to do yet because of the potential chance of us getting a curse room, which we can go to for free with the Holy Mantle, and could give us a guppy item. Salvage the run. I'll sacrifice a key in the honor of that too. Why not? Let's blow this man up. I have a feeling he might be able to give us some of our keys back. Alright. Well, the good news is we don't need 4 keys right away. We may not need 4 keys at all. But I would like to have them. No tinted rock that I can see. Ah, tinted rock here, though. Ah, Central Park in Newark. Should have just walked that guy in the spikes, but it turned out to not make a difference. Alright, with 22 bombs, let's be super try-hard and we'll find our secret room. Okie dokie. Let's be super try-hard and we'll find our secret room. Could be in one of these 2 locations. Hey, there we go. 2 keys. All right, that's totally fine. I'll use a bomb to speed up the process here. And let's get out of here. Probably better to use the Joker card, or not Joker. Probably better to use Shoop da Whoop against our second boss, is my guess. Mom's heart. Kill the lasers right out the bat, or at least do a decent amount of damage to them. I'm no fan of Mr. Fred. I find him very annoying. But we can fly, so his main attack that actually keeps us at a distance basically does nothing to us. Yeah, there you go. Make sure all these shots with Wiggle Worm are actually hitting. Experimental. I gotta try. Gave us HP. Lowered our shot speed, I think. Not sure how it affected rate of fire. Okay, so it did work. I can't tell if our damage has been improved. So just keep Holy Mantle as long as is possible. That's our ace in the hole here. All damage done while still holding Holy Mantle, the active effect of it, is free damage. We're going to get through this very easily. Now we can probably afford to get hit, and that'll be fine. Let's head up to the cathedral. This is a pretty important moment. This hit of the keyboard here could change a lot of things. What did I tell you? I had a strong suspicion that this might indeed be the case, and I'm for it. If we can get rid of Shoop the Whoop, or if we get Lump of Coal, I'm happy for it either way. Either of these items would benefit us a lot. Thank you, Infamy, for letting me keep Holy Mantle peace of mind. Krampus's head. Totally worth it, I think. Full health. More useful later. Almost got him. Yeah. And now we've actually only got to fight one of these guys. So I'll try to use Holy Mantle, or sorry, I'll try to use Krampus's head whenever it's available. No guarantees. I definitely want to have it for boss fights. But I do think that Krampus's head pickup gives us, oh, that's pretty nice too. We might as well use full health, I guess, but the Krampus's head pickup gives us maybe actually now an instant win against Isaac with 48-hour energy. And then we just have to go down to the chest and make it happen. And I think that's completely conceivable. Good. And stuff. Please? There we go. Money equals power. I mean, I don't really want to talk about the stuff on the chest that could really benefit us, because it's always similar, if not the same. But, that being said, money equals power would be real nice. I probably shouldn't try shooting bombs into things, because I have Wiggle Worm, which is going to make that more difficult. Okay, that finally, Infamy stopped working when I blew myself up with my own bomb. And you know what? I can hardly blame it for that. We didn't get hit anyway. And we picked up a bomb. And we're on our boss fight. This is good, man. This is good. Unfortunately, we should get another charge before we go into the boss fight. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just going to end up losing the 5/6 of a charge that we built up here. I don't want to do that. Steam Sale. Effectively 0 point to picking that up. Unless we got like a D4 again and we wanted to reroll our whole run. Interesting. I'm glad I went to one more room here. I could use the HP. Guppy's Paw, I don't think is going to happen. I'm not going to farm up for cursed rooms. We're going in a much more traditional style here, but, you know, that's how the HP would be at its best. Still got 9 lives. Ah, fuck this room. Might seem like we're in a shitty situation. However, Rotten Baby and Harlequin Baby are both outside of the law here. So we will slowly but surely open up a path through which we can actually fire our own tears. And this is working out pretty well, actually. We're playing very conservatively when we get the opportunity. And that was a huge room for us. We'll get a Spirit Heart. We'll get a penny, less meaningful. Didn't find a secret room, that's okay. And we got that Krampus's head charge. And there's the 3 bombs I wasted to find the secret room, now returned to us in good form. Check. This probably won't be a second secret room, but we have 20, soon to be 19, probably, bombs, so I'm not feeling like we're too much on the, or in a risky situation there. Now, when I said instant kill against Isaac, this was what I was referring to. At this point, we should probably save the other Krampus's head charge. Oh, well, maybe not. It's probably, though, easier to fight this phase of Isaac than some of the rooms we'll encounter on the chest that we could benefit more readily from using Krampus's head on. Applied directly to Krampus's forehead. Not a good bomb. Yeah, let's just slow down, tackle this one the old-fashioned way. We got no left hand to worry about dropping. Thank you, Infamy. Oh, I was free from some of those shots. The fact that one of them hit me, I'm just going to say that seems a little rich, but, maybe. We're going to move it along here, and we'll be on the chest. 4 chests. Raw stats, man. Stats and good tier effects. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know, man. Let's try it. This may well ruin our run. And that may well be worth it. But right now, it's just looking bad. I'm assuming Libra was a terrible pickup. Because I always try to use it and then people tell me it's a terrible pickup now. I guess it's only useful in, like, soy milk situations. But this is my comeuppance for not using D4 earlier in the run. Gotta be careful. In a way, I'm actually glad that our rate of fire is not that strong. Because if I had a faster rate of fire, faster shot speed, it would be pulling the enemies, maybe not towards me because of Tiny Planet, but it would be pulling the enemies in such a way that I would be expecting to take a little bit more damage. I don't know, man. This might actually work out. It's not looking that bad right now. Get away from me, please. Like, this is looking alright unless I'm crazy. And our shots are actually fair... Oh, what happened there? Our shots are actually fairly potent. That is a really, really good spacebar item that I'm not going to use yet, but will adore in the future. Thank you, Infamy. Infamy on that bullshit boss rush is actually turning out to be a very solid pickup. I never would have expected that it would be this huge, but it's really helping out. Oh, that's such horse hockey. Alright. The reason I'm not going to use the shears yet is because I want to be able to use the shears for sure on the Blue Baby fight. So we're going to use Krampus's head guilt-free every time it's available until then. And then shears will just run the train, I think, on Blue Baby. And this should be a win through some kind of strange measures, but hey, man. Every run deserves to be a little bit strange in this day and age. Sure, Brother Bobby, lending a certain air of normalcy, I suppose. Wish our luck stat was just a little higher. We got luck foot, or was that was on the Lost Run maybe that started this, that precipitated this whole bout of shenaniganery. Ooh, careful with that. We still have Holy Mantle available. I don't care about the Eternal Heart, but I'd rather it absorbs an extra hit on the boss than absorbing an extra hit right now. Because the boss fight is the last room. In case you were wondering about my reasoning for that. Alright, we've been hit. This would be a great room to have Krampus's head on. And I don't mean cut its effectiveness by 50%. Seriously, though. Let's not die on this room. Maybe this is a... Oh, that's horse hockey, and you know it. We got invincibility. Get in there. Get in that ass. Okay. Nice. We got HP back. We can make this work. I don't care about a half-heart interval. Shears should be able to handle it mostly. Lucky us. If we had fucked that up a little bit, we would be in a bad spot. I guess that Eternal Heart actually ended up saving the day. Thank you, Prayer Card. Could have found ourselves in a much, much hairier position, but instead, we didn't. Please, Shears. There you go. So I'm going to sneak in occasionally and drop... some Mr. Mega Bombs in there. Not as easy as you'd think. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Little scary. Weird run. I had a good time though. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.